Honorable Jose Alvarez is now recognized.
Good afternoon, everyone. Afternoon, Mr. Speaker. We are in receipt of a letter from the Office of the Vice President, dated September 25, addressed to our chair on the appropriation, which I read. Dear Honorable Swansing, we refer to the Office of the Vice President plenary budget deliberations scheduled on September 30, 2025 at 10 a.m. The following OVP officials will attend the plenary budget deliberation, namely Lemuel G. Ortonio, OIC Chief of Staff / Assistant Secretary. Second, Attorney Rosalyn B. Sanchez, Director for Administrative and Financial Services. The third is Attorney Sunshine Shari E. Fajarda, Director for Strategy and Management Office. And the fourth is Norman B. Balaro, Director for Operations. Also attached is the list of personnel who will provide technical support and assistance during the said deliberation. We will provide an update in case of changes, bar inclusion of additional attendees. Attorney Kelvin Jerome A. Tiñedo, Chief of Administrative Officer, will closely coordinate with you on this matter. You may reach him via email at blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Signed, Sara Zimmerman Duterte, Vice President. Subsequently, Mr. Speaker, on September 29, we received another letter in the address to the address showing an office order number 2025-51, dated September 2025. In the exigency of service, Assistant Secretary Lemuel J. Ortonio is hereby designated as officer in charge of the Office of the Chief of Staff in view of the leave of absence of Attorney Zulaika T. Lopez, the USEC. By virtue of this order, ASIC Ortonio shall perform the duties and responsibilities of Chief of Staff, including the authority to sign Civil Service Commission appointment papers related to the document of the first and second level positions, except for the duties as head of the procuring entity, which shall be delegated to Attorney Rosalyn T. Sanchez, Director 4 of the Administrative and Financial Service Office. This order shall take effect from 29 September. This is the second letter, Mr. Speaker. And on September 30, we received another letter addressed to our chair, Micaela Angela Swansing, Chairperson, Committee on Appropriations, House of Representatives. Dear Honorable Swansing, it has come to my attention that the Office of the Vice President, OVP, enclosed in parentheses, budget for 902.895 million pesos has been deferred due to the committee's insistence that I attend the plenary deliberations. I am prepared to attend. However, I am seeking the following. House of Representatives demand the attendance of President Marcos for the 27.3 billion pesos budget deliberation of the Office of the President. Number 2, alternatively, I will attend if the Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability will produce before the plenary schedule a Department of Justice DOJ document confirming that the Immigration Lookout Bulletin Order or ILBO for the following OVP personnel have been lifted. Two conditions, Mr. Speaker. For the following personnel, Attorney Zulaika T. Lopez, Mr. Lemuel J. Ortonio, Attorney Rosalyn T. L. Sanchez, Attorney Sunshine Shari E. Fajarda, Miss Gina F. Acosta, Miss Juliet Villa del Rey, and Mr. Edward D. Fajarda. Let me know by written communication how you wish to proceed. Thank you for the attention on this matter. Very truly yours. Signed, Sara Zimmerman Duterte, Vice President. In view of these letters, Mr. Speaker, we have given the office of the Vice President utmost respect in the procedures of this Congress in order to deliberate on the budget of the OBP. Mr. Speaker, there's no one from the office of the Vice President, and I'm prepared to stand alone here and stand for the budget of the OBP.
The whole budget process is something that is being directed and recognized by the Constitution itself. So disrespecting the budgetary process of this body is a clear case of disrespect of our Constitution. Who is she to continuously show disrespect to this body as an institution and to the Constitution? If she can afford to be showing herself up to the Senate, including being there and applauding the former Senate President in his privileged speech, which is definitely not part of her mandate as a Vice President, why can't she not spare a few moments of her time attending to her official function as Vice President to defend the budget of her office? Enough is enough. Enough of her brattiness. So, I rise today to manifest my extreme displeasure about the behavior of our Vice President. And in due time, I will move for the decrease in the budget of the Office of the Vice President. I actually intended initially to move for zero budget for the Office of the President, or for the disapproval of the budget for the Office of the President, the Office of the Vice President, in light of those very questionable actuations on the part of the Vice President. But after some mulling, after some reflections, and out of courtesy also and consideration to the personnel and staff of the Office of the Vice President, I'm just now thinking of moving for the decrease, let's say, for the retention of the MOOE and personal services budget, and get rid of the operational budget for the Office of the Vice President. Again, I will move at the proper time during the period of amendment for that. And I hope that my colleagues will join me in that motion or in that amendment. Thank you.
The budget of the Office of the Vice President had suffered so much reductions in 2024 and in 2025. Drastic reductions. I was a member of the previous Congress, the 19th Congress, and even there were two occasions that we were even debating at the committee level to the point of heated debates, perhaps altercation, to the point of this representation and the former congressman, now Senator Dante Marcoleta. We were debating at the Appropriations Committee level because during the time they were not willing to grant the traditional parliamentary courtesy, deserving a higher or co-equal office of government. Mahaba yung discussion. Hindi ko lang maintindihan kung bakit diretso magtatanong yung mga kasama natin to a higher office, which is the office of the Vice President.